Hi friends, today we are going to discuss about the third unit, that is called, you can say that digital identity. So, digital identity is nothing but you can say that how a person or organization or an individual identify a particular thing or particular item online or through internet normally come under the category digital identity. So, digital identity is very much essential for each and every organization. That means anybody or any individual or any individual entity or a company can access the data anywhere on the online, that is called digital identity. Next, why it is so important this identity? So, because without any digital identity you cannot access or you can say that collect the data or you can say that access data from online. So, therefore, if you have if a company or if an organization has its own identity, then only you can very easily access the data. Therefore, digital identity is very important. Next, we talk about the what are the major reason for you can say that digital identity. Number one is you can say that collaboration. So, collaboration means you can say that the employees, clients and external partners. So, normally they create some certain kind of system to identify who are the players are available on the internet, who are the persons are accessing the data. So, normally it is called collaboration. So, one institution collaborate with another or one person may collaborate with another person. So, for that purpose collaboration is very essential. Next, we talk about the another important reason why digital identity is required is you can say that location flexibility. The data available in the particular server or data available on the internet can be accessible by anybody or anywhere. So, location or geographical area is not a limitation for accessing the data. Therefore, it is called you can say that location flexibility. Next important aspect is you can say that reduce complexity. In reduce complexity, in order to avoid this complexity, two important aspect normally called IAM and another is called SSO. These are the two important you can say that system or you can say that management access system. Through that a user can very easily you can say operation can be controlled by the organization. Therefore, complexity means confusion or problem can be reduced only with the help of the digital identity. That means who is using my system or data. Next, you can say that regulatory compliance. There are many complaints are there. One is called governance, another is called regulation, and third one is called transparency, and fourth one is called rules, and fifth one is called like that. There are several you can say that complaints are available. So, if you complaints means if you are following the rules and regulation properly. So, whenever you are accessing any kind of data, you have to follow the rules and regulation framed by the government, state government or central government. So, without this nobody can access the data. Next, you can say that secure access control, another important reasons why it is very important. So, here you can say that ID, digital IDs are given to each and every organization or a person. So, unauthorized person cannot access the data, I can say that unwantedly or I can say that illegally. Therefore, this access of data is totally based on I can say that with the help of the ID only. Therefore, it is very essential. Next, you can say that in order to maintain the digital identity, there are three important concept or three important principles are very important, or the particular digital identity is working on the basis of three important aspect only. That is, one is called confidentiality, number two is integrity, number three is availability. So, these are the three important principles playing major action in the particular digital identity. So, what do you mean by confidentiality? So, confidentiality means we can say that accessibility of sensitive data to remain limited to authorized users only. So, unauthorized person cannot access the data, therefore, only authorized person can access the data, that is called you can say that confidentiality. Next, what are the risk in confidentiality? Number one, you can say that weak encryption. Your encrypted data is so weak, then everybody can or anybody can very easily access your data. So, therefore, proper encryption is required in case of confidentiality. Number 2 is called unauthorized access. So, if the particular attackers available in the online, or you can say that the hackers available in the online and very easily access your data if your system, or you can say that your server is not having any proper identity. Next, insider threat. Insider threat means those who are working inside the organization, normally you can say that employees, or you can say that office bearers, or you can say that any person those who are working inside the organization can or very easily leak out the information, that is normally called insider threat. So, these are 3 aspects, some 2 more aspects will be there in confidentiality. Another one is encryption. In order to maintain the encryption, so normally 2 important algorithm, one is called advanced encryption standard, other one is reverse Samir Adleman, so RAS. These are the 2 important algorithm that will restrict unauthorized use of data. Then 5th important aspect is called VPN, that is called virtual private network. It normally this is the prevent interception as it provide encrypted secure tunnel. So, whenever you are transferring information from one tunnel of set of information server to another kind of server, that can be easily prevented with the help of virtual private network. Next, second important principle is called, you can say that integrity. So, integrity means you can say that accuracy and authenticity of collecting the information. If anybody want to use the data, you can say that storage data unwantedly, that can be properly protected, that is called integrity. Next, what are the things we have to take into consideration in case of integrity? One is malware, another one is ransomware. Okay. So, this is normally you can say that the threat in the internal alteration of data or making the data corrupt by attackers. In order to avoid that one, through this malware and ransomware, integrity is very essential. Next, data tampering. So, you can say that while transferring data from one place to another place, several attempts will be taken place to destroy, or you can say that encrypt or even modify the original data, therefore normally called data tampering. Next, we talk about the how integrity is ensured. Okay, you can say that. So, some of the cause function, 2 important functions called MD5 and SHA. Through this function, we can very easily, I can say that, maintain the integrity. Next, third important aspect of the digital identity is called availability. So, availability means you can say that the availability of ensure the accessibility of data network system by authorized user whenever need. Okay. So, in order to maintain, in order to run the particular organization very smoothly, so for that purpose availability of information is very essential. So, that is called another important principle, availability. So, what are the risks in availability? So, you can see that with the help of the figure you can very see that an attacker is here. So, these are the system and victim is on the right side. So, one of the thing is denial of service. Whenever you are accessing any kind of data or information, because the attackers or hackers used to send some kind of messages, through that you can say that your system is busy. Through that they will collect the information of you, sometime financial or any kind of data loss to the organization. So, that can be avoided by this help of the availability. Next, how availability can be ensured? Number 1, you can say that hardware maintenance. You have to maintain the hardware at the regular intervals. Through that you can say that unwanted data will be, or your system is proper. Number 2, regular upgrade of software and antivirus system. Through that your system is secured. And number 4 is you can say that 3 is failover plan, and number 5 is you can say that preventing bottleneck. These are the things through that you can, your availability can be very easily maintained. So, with the help of this now you can very easily understand that how the particular 3 important principle is working. Okay. So, in this lecture, so we have came to know that one is confidentiality, integrity and availability. Through that how can a particular server or particular system or particular company can protect the entire digital identity. Thank you.